Well, I have, so don't feel the pressure. So, George, how long have you been with us for now?
Nearly a year.
Let's get your first rad valve changed with me and then come on, mate. I'll show you how it's done. You've done a few of these before, haven't you? So what I've done first is, let's go through, George, what I've done first for you. I've set your tools outside.
So I've got set up.
Tools set up, good to go. Always have everything at hand. White, if something goes wrong, it's there ready to go into it.
Yeah.
Now, we know we've drained the full heating system and it's done, good to go. So give us a little talk through, because this one's more for the apprentice, George, of what you're doing and what the plan is.
So I'm going to change this red bulb. I'm going to crack the top nut.
Yeah, B. Easy work for you, Georgia. You've got a rad valve to change, mate, even B knows.
So
You paid way too much, mate.
I know. Crack this up first, and then the bottom one.
That's fine. So you've got the nipexes there. Maybe me personally, you can use them, the 300s.
No,
Hold it. I don't think you'll need to hold it. Well, you can if you want. You your way, bud.
no, I need to hold it all that.
Well, the only reason being I don't hold it is because I get hold of the valve, and once I've cracked that nut and then crack your bottom one, you're good to go. But again, you take your lead on it and do what you want to do. So we always like to invest in the apprentices. It is hard on jobs, I'll admit, when we're on projects. But when I'm jobs like this with George, I like to make sure I put a little bit of time into them just to run through what's what. So you can see the size of these arms. Look at them arms, working, mate, working. That's it, Georgie. So he's grappling with the valve now. Is it going to get the better of him? Yeah, I think it has, hasn't it?
So do the bottom one first.
No, what I do is, so here you watch. Give me them nipexes. Right, you go now. So you're going to lift that valve up. Wait there. Right, go on then, mate. That's it, mate. You cracked it. So once you cracked it, happy days. Now crack your bottom nut now. You don't even need them to be fake, and just crack it. That's it. Get a crack on it. So we'll get a bit of blue roll there. Now I'm certain the system's drained. You've drained it, haven't you?
Yeah.
So we'll get a little bit of blue roll there, George. Hey.
Just in case.
Just in case. So what you've done there is good, but we know the system's drained, don't we?
Yeah.
But you've gone a bit alpha leather there, bulling a china shop, and disconnecting it real quick. Always do it cautiously, because you never know if, you know, for some reason there could be an out there, it might pop off, but we know it's fine, so just a little bit of education there for you, mate. They're a bit stiff because you can tell, I can't say a DIY person's done them, but when they've got locked PTFE on the nut joints like that, it's a bit of a telltale sign that obviously they let the professionals in. We're professional, aren't we, Georgie?
Sometimes.
All the time, George. So what's your next plan of attack now?
I'm going to take this on first.
Ratchet. So you know how that goes, don't you?
Yeah.
You're going to get that in there. Now you may need to reset that ratchet because I've tightened the last one up. So do you know how to do them? You literally just get your thumb, pop that like that, and then that pulls out. Pull it out towards you. That's it. Put it in that side now, because you're going to use it opposite to opposite. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So just push it. Just on a ball bearer, it'll just push in, mate. That's it, mate. Well done. Get it in there nice and as you need it. So that's it. Yeah. Now when you're doing these, another thing as well, George. You can tell, right? I'm just going to stop you there just 1 second. You always have to be cautious on these designer ones, especially because when you do that, you're actually forcing the radiator and you potentially pull it off the wall. But you're good to go. We know it's secure there, don't we? So make sure that's pushed right in that. So when you're doing it, that's it. That's right in now. So it wants to be make sure you've got it all the way home, like that. You're better off for full swings. That's it, mate. So as it starts going like that, when you lift it up now, you can keep that into if I'll do it by hand.
Out basically.
You got it, mate, yeah. Sorted out, that's perfect, mate, well done. So then you've already made the radiator valve up yourself, so well done. So now we know, now you're going to spin that to the next side. So you've made your radiator valve up with your Loctite string. I'll get that off for you now. Now, 2 ways you can do them, George. You can put them in and try it like that, but I found that sometimes it costs feeding it. So this is how I do it. I always put it on the end of my thing like that. That's it. I always bang it on the end of there. Then get it in and get it started. And then once you get going, you're good. You might need to put a little bit of pressure on the end of it to thing it, but well done, mate. That's going now. Again, you don't have to do it that way. You can do it your way. I'll just try to show you obviously the way that I've been taught and the way I do it. And it works for me, so
yeah.
I'll give you, George, we're 5 minutes into the live, mate, and you're unbuckling under pressure, so well done, mate. Congrats, you're doing well, yeah. And this just shows for everybody that's watching and will end up watching this video that you have to invest time in your apprentices, because I'd like to think from this side now, George, you'll be able to change the radiator valve, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
With the right tools, right equipment, so... Well done, mate. You happy with that, the tightness, yeah?
Yeah, it seems to tidy it up once I go with it.
So what we'll do is we'll get filled with the system first, and we'll go on with the hacksaw afterwards and chip all off, can't we?
Yeah.
So now we're going to go to the olive cutters. So do you want to give us a little talk for them olive cutters? I've already done one on my video, so if you want to give yours a little talk through.
So you put this over the olive.
And it pulls it off, so I'll get in here now then and watch you do this then, mate. Have you used these before?
Yeah, at college.
Oh, nice. Oh, don't you do hacksaws at college no more?
Sometimes, but I forget. And sometimes I get these.
Nice. There we go, mate. So it's, you've got that olive now, well done. Well done, George, because what did I do? I've got to set them off, didn't I?
Yeah.
So, undoing it on olive, I'm not going to tell you, mate, you've watched me do it a million times. Credit where credit's due, George. You haven't even been doing this year yet, and look at you, doing radiator valves on your own. And video and live, a lot of pressure on you, mate. So, well done, mate. Plenty of paste up, shy. And then you're just going to put that on. And again, remember what we said about obviously tightening it up. You can just use a spanner, can't you? You're good to go with it. Well done, mate. Half one now, George. What should we do? We'll get the rest. We'll get the rest of these red valves in, pop some merchants, get some dinner. Or do you want to go now?
Do it after.
What, go merchants first?
No. Whatever.
I'm easy,
You what?
I'm easy. I'll fly full of red valves if you want. We'll just get them banged out now and then pop off that way.
I'm hungry anyway.
Still not hungry for the weekend.
You what?
Still not hungry, good. So again, guys, just want to show you. Obviously, this is George changing his first radiator valve with the right equipment there. He's done that. We are 7.5 minutes into this live, and he's done a cracking job, haven't you, mate?
Beat you.
What do you mean you've beat me?
8 minutes.
Right, mine was 8.5 minutes. Can't give a real thorough talk for you. Haven't even talked or looked at the camera once, have you?
So that is all you change. Alright,
Well done, George. Anything you want to say to the fans?
Line from what?
Well done, mate. So we'll get that cleaned up at the end, but you've done a nice job there, mate. Let's just hope it don't leak. Right, that's us done for this live now. So that'll be the lives for the day done now. We have got a lot of content ready for tonight's video, so as usual, we should be uploaded for 7 o'clock-ish. Car Solutions put well done, lad. You've done well, George, haven't you?
Yeah.
Respect for the support, guys. I'll speak to you shortly.